video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram. And today's video is a plan with me for the week of August 19th through the August 25th using this glow kit from Dash of Sun Designs called, I already said it was called Glow. It's foiled in gold and it's one of my favorite kits of the year. And I don't say that very lightly. Like, if you know me, if you've been here for any length of time, you know that kits with dark, moody colors and night kits or sunset kits, like, you got me. Like, it's gonna be a practice of will strength for me not to get the kit. I did get the base kit in the full length option and a couple of things from the deco kit and the foil sampler, and this freebie, the astrology freebie, was given out on the weekend if you like release weekend if you order from it. I want to take a moment here to plug in that I do PR for Dash of Sun Designs, but that's not why I absolutely love this kit. I bought this kit before, like, this kit released before I became a PR person. This kit released, I think it was the second wave of releases after Chelsea came back from maternity leave. And I was blown away. Like, you don't understand how obsessed I was with this kit. Like, at first I just bought the base kit in the full length washi and plus the deco boxes and the ink. No, I don't even think I bought the ink swatches. But then Chelsea did a flip through on Instagram and I was like, Chelsea, can you combine the shipping, please? Because I'm gonna need some of these deco kit pieces because, like, they're amazing. And she, like, so kindly, like, combined the shipping. And again, keep in mind, this was before I became a PR girl for her. Like, she's an amazing shop owner. I don't know how she does, like, all. Hold on, let me get let's focus on what's going on here. But where I started with this is I do PR for Chelsea. You can use my code CAT10, KAT10, to save 10% off of your order, which also stacks during the release weekends. There's a link in the description bar that should automatically apply my code, and just mention my name in the notes to get my freebie. We'll be updating them soon. I think the plan is for them to go live at the end of September, because now we're starting to think of fall kit, not fall, um winter kits. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, back to what's going on here. Sorry, that was a very long tangent. So let me talk about this bottom washi. The bottom washi that is not on the bottom. Like, when I saw this washi, I was like, this is not going on the bottom. No. How could you look at this? I mean, I guess if you have a kind of a routine. But I saw this washi and I was like, no, this is not going on the bottom. This is going on the top because it's the night sky. Like, it was like a no-brainer for me. And I think this is also because I kind of crave bottom washi that aren't florals. Um like, scenic washi or patterned, like, patterns. And the other reason this wasn't going in the bottom was because I wanted to use this fence. But, like, let me go touch back to that night sky and look at those colors, and, like, I don't know, like, that was one of the biggest things that pulled me into this. I actually didn't get this washi sampler on release weekend. I bought this as part of a D-stash, and I'm so happy I grabbed it because it allowed me to create this scene that I'm doing right now. And without that sampler, I wouldn't have been able to do it, honestly. I want to just quickly point out here that Chelsea and I did talk very briefly because she said that she was going to use this kit in August. And I was like, oh my God, that's so smart because I want to use this kit in August. And it turns out that Chelsea and my husband have the same birthday, which is August 24th. So happy birthday also, Chelsea. This is going up long after that, but, like, yeah. And I was like, wait a minute, I have an August birthday. I should use this then because it gives perfect celebration vibes. And she posted something on her stories, I think, and then I was like, how are you using, like, I can't wait till, like, I can't use this until after August because I'm using this as a memory planner. And then we just started talking and she showed me how she was using it. And she did this thing with the tree where she used the lights that are on the sampler and she put it on the tree. And I'm like, Chelsea, um, I'm gonna put that in my back pocket. So when I do this spread, I do that because I don't think I would have done that, to be very honest with you. I'm gonna make sure that people know you are the one who actually thought of it. So this is Chelsea, the owner of Dash Sun Designs. She was the one who did it first. I didn't do it. It didn't come from my own brain. Um, like the thought, the idea. I miss Chelsea. Actually, I wasn't around when she was planning, but like I'm going back and watching like old videos because she does have a YouTube channel. But I understand she has two kiddos and like life is insane. Um, but I could see the mark she was making on the community at the time. And like, I am so glad that she translated those skills over into her shop because she has been like killing it with the releases and the art and like this. And I don't say this as a PR person only. I say this as someone who purchased from her prior to that and like fell in love with most everything she does. And I'll say that about most all the sticker shops too. So like, yes, Chelsea, you are special, but like everyone has their own kind of I want to call it a niche, but they have their own their specific style. And I feel like Chelsea's style matches kind of what I like in a kit a lot. So like I'm always drawn to a lot of her releases. Even the most recent release, which really like I'm not really into like light colors, but like I was like, I really like this. Do I want to switch my line? And I told myself, no, Kat, don't switch your lineup again. Don't do it. Don't do it. So sorry. That is to say that I was super, super, super excited to use this kit. Um, and I got all of the extras. Like I was already an add-on girly, but like I was a super add-on girly for this one, and actually for a lot of Chelsea's stuff. Um, and like it's great because it allowed for me to take up a lot of space for this week. Just because a life event happened, which you can find out on my posts. Um, and I wanted to take up a lot of space so I didn't have to write about said life event. If you really want to know, you can DM me on Instagram. I think I've talked about it. I talked about it in the which plan with me was it? The sea salt. No, salt air plan with me. If you remember. So that's that event I was talking about. I'd really rather not talk about it again. So having all of these extras allowed for me to take up more space because yeah, I didn't have a lot to mark by the weekend. Let me just say it that way. So yes, so I built this scene down at the bottom. Sorry, let's get back to what's happening. Like this is, I mean, you're used to it, but now if you've been here for any length of time, I go on these weird little diatribes. Um, I built this scene at the bottom. I kind of had the vision of like the backyard, um, backyard party, um, and like what people would see. You know, there's the swing, there's the guitar under the tree. And then I've been wanting to try excuse me. I've been wanting to try like something different with my kind of monthly scripts. I've had the alphabet stamps. I've used them once before, not stamps, alphabet stickers. I've used them once before. Um and I used them to, AUG for August. And like I would love it if, and I did posit this to Jess of Paper Trail Plans, because that's where those stickers came from. If they would just release the abbreviated versions of the months. Because like I feel bad about buying a whole sheet of stickers with letters I'm not really gonna use. Like how many Z's do I really use? Not that many. How many months start with M? Actually, it's only two. That's a bad example. But like, there's certain letters that you're going to be using over and over and over again. And if you want to use them for that purpose, it kind of will get expensive if you buy it just to use for the monthly stuff. So, um, that's the start of that. Then I pulled some of the full boxes into my sidebar. I did use, what are those called? The box corners, box liners, but those are like the corner kind from Coco's Freebie from Sadie Stickers, and I really like how the ornate design, it kind of like matched the vibe, like celebratory vibe of this kit a little bit. My original intention was to kind of do a mirror of the bottom on the other side, but I don't know, I didn't want to do it again. I don't know. I it was a not too much work, but I feel like it would have looked, I don't know. I don't know what the word is. Oh, you know what it was? It's because like I wanted to take up way more space. That's why. Um like I've been kind of wanting to do some kind of asymmetrical stuff. So that's why I didn't want the symmetry of the bottom here. So I did this, the one scene on the left, and then I'm kind of building, um honestly, I didn't have a game plan. I kind of just looked at the stickers and I was like, what's going to go here? What could we create? What would make sense together? Not necessarily what's the story, but like you can see a trellis, you can see the tree together, you can see this little kind of like floor seating table situation, and that's kind of how I built this up. And I just wanted to make sure I pulled the colors in. I was actually really bad about pulling in my watercolor swatches for this one, even though I had them. Um, but I think it was just because the color range was very wide. I was like, how do I make this look cohesive? And I don't know if I succeeded in that. But I mean, I like how it turned out. So that's all that really matters, right? Um, so we have this little scene here with like the table and the little bonfire or fire pit. It's a fire pit, not a bonfire. A fire pit, and I just pulled in some of the foiled mandalas. I think that's what, or doilies. I don't know. And then I did the tree trick again, right? Because why not? I had two trees. I was gonna do it. Um, and then I pulled in a full box because I was like, let's pull a full box into this bottom corner here and see what happens. And I feel like if I had stuck to the first orientation that I had it in, which is this one here, I think I would have liked it better. But for some reason, I decided to bring it down more. But it was already too late when I realized I don't really like it. But we live with the consequences of our actions. No, but I do like how it ended up. I feel like it just would have looked better if I went with my first thought rather than the second thought. And then pulled in some deco, lined my boxes. Because if I have a box that's not in the that's not in a column, I feel the need to line it just to give it some definition so it's not floating. Like to me, if the box isn't lined and it's not in the column, it's kind of floating and it's just weird. And then I have this weird thing about kind of covering up the corners. I don't know what it is, but I was still trying to figure out how to cover up this corner. So I was like, we're gonna move on, we'll figure it out later. And then here is another session. um I wanted to, what was my goal here? When did I do these? Doesn't matter. So I'm losing my train of thought here. um I wanted to tuck this box under the date cover area and then pull another full box over. Oh, I remember what I was doing now. Yes, because my husband's birthday was on Saturday, the 24th. I don't have my dates here, but I don't think I actually put them on during the plan with me. I think I remember to do them afterwards, which is the second time I've done this now. So I wanted to build a scene out up at the top with my full boxes because I was like, we should use the full boxes now. And use the Virgo astrology symbol because I have like my family's full of not October. My family's full of August babies, but they're all Leos. So like to me, August is a Leo. You're not like Virgo. I was like, wait, August is a Virgos? You're a Virgo? But what's interesting? Sorry, slightly side tangent because that's how we go here. I was wondering why Chelsea gave out these there is the nod to astrology because there's that the telescope and the stargazing scene in one of the full boxes. But I thought it was interesting that the freebie for the release weekend was this astrology sampler, and I was like, that's kind of interesting. I could see how we got here, but like, it's different. Like, it wasn't what I expected. So I think I said something at some point, and Chelsea was like, yeah, my thought was because it's my birthday, I wanted to pull into that, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's. I mean, it made sense to me, but like, I was just curious what the thought process was. So yes, so I wanted to make sure I pulled in the Virgo on the Saturday to call to it being my husband's birthday. And then I am toying or tinkering around in my brain with the ideas of like how to line your boxes, but not with the box liners. I love the box liners, don't get me wrong. But I've been like craving something different. Haven't we heard that before? Chelsea has these like flourishes that she did bring to her shop, but I didn't want to commit to buying them until I tried one out and saw if I liked it or not, which I have concluded, yes, I do like them. Kind of has box accents, I guess, because they're not really liners, but they're a different way to accent your box, and I like your full box, or even just your artwork in journal to kind of frame the artwork. Um, so I think I might go and pick some of those up now that I know that I kind of like them. Not kind of, I do like them. I just wanted to try it out first before I committed to it. So here's me. Like I finished this, and I thought I was like, I don't like. Let me. I think I'm done, but I'm not sure. Um, and then I think I'm like, that bottom under. Oh no. So I had the thought, but then I went to the day by day, and then I figured it out later. So let's go to the day by day. This plan with me is going to be all over the place. If you haven't noticed, it's going to be all over the place. This is actually the second voiceover I've done today. I don't know why I did this to myself. You come to the like you don't expect anything but chaos when you come to this channel, right? I'm gonna keep it real. Let me tell you that. I keep it real. So let's do the day by day real quick until we don't do the day by day anymore. So Monday, we start with a coffee Monday. And then when I was setting up the second thing, which is I was the second person to leave the house today. So I got like 5 minutes down the road. I couldn't remember if I locked the door of the house. So I turned around and checked. I did lock the door. But then I remembered I wanted to pull in these kind of like twinkle circles from Starlight Paper Studio. And I was like, they would be like the perfect accent behind circles or behind boxes. So I was like, told myself, Katerina, be conscientious of these twinkle circles because you need to bring them in more than once because otherwise it won't look cohesive. So, I used a twinkle. I've been using the twinkle circles to kind of accent the boxes to bring a little bit more foil to them. And then so that was to mark that I turned around after driving down the road for 5 to 10 minutes because I was like, did I lock the door? I did, which I already said. And then it was, oh, right. This was the day I was fighting with CapCut. It wouldn't export anything, it wouldn't upload anything. And I think it had to do with the cookies, not the nom nom cookies, like the computer cookies. I wish it had to do with nom nom cookies. Um, it finally worked. But yeah, I had to fight with CapCut a little bit, which is the editing software I use and the cloud storage that I use for my videos. Tuesday, I wanted to bring in a little bit more deco and make use of all of this deco that I do have. Even though I plan to probably use this for my August monthly, I just wanted to make sure that I really let myself play with the stickers and try different things, very much like the April 2023 mystery. Like just do things, right? Tuesday I had a Dunkin' iced coffee. I had my Sadie stickers foiled sale replacement come in, and the Giving Girl Autumn Academia Happy Mail come in, and this third thing which I would like to keep private. But yeah, I've been just playing around with the full, like, this is one thing I've learned from this kit and like a lot of kits recently, is I'm not really a fan of like the full, like the boxes that span the column. I don't know, it's just not a thing I like. I know people do like it. um but luckily I did watch Jess from Illustrious Plans, and she like cut the box and then like slotted it over so it created like a shorter box. So I'm like, thank you for showing me that, because I was like, how else do I do this? um in On Wednesday, I was looking at the spread as a whole, and I felt like the left side, top right of that, so under Wednesday effectively, it needed some sort of like decorative element. It was kind of feeling a little unbalanced. So I pulled the film strip, which had this really fun like flourish element to it, and I layered some things under, over, in between the film strip. And then I was like, I'm gonna need to put something else here. So I pulled it in the mirrors, and then just, I don't know. It doesn't, it's not practical in any sense. It doesn't mark anything. I just wanted to um just create a little bit more of a scene, I guess. Would you call it a scene? Just a decorative element up here, just because it was, I feel like all of the decorative elements on this side of the spread were at the bottom and on the left side, so I needed to balance it out on the right side a little bit, even if it was just this little thing I did here. So that's why I decided to go ahead and build this up rather than starting with some sort of a plan. I did tuck my day by day, which was yeah, so something again I'd rather keep to myself, so we're not going to talk about it. But just, I don't know, I just been trying new things and all that jazz. So there's that. And then the second thing, which the second thing was on this day, the my husband had been wanting to try Crocs. I refuse to wear Crocs. The shoes, I've people swear on them, nurses swear on them, but he swears on them. The Crocs came that day. I got him a pair of Crocs, and then I got Bub a pair of Ducky Crocs, and they both love their Crocs. I will not wear Crocs. You have to pay me to wear Crocs, and then even then, I don't know if I'll wear the Crocs. But we did get our delivery of Crocs, and the Chewy order came in. Dude, I love these cats. You know how expensive pet food is now? They better appreciate me. So now here's me just going in and just finishing up some of the foil. I think I had intentions of like doing a full length of like the foil grass, but I decided not to. I don't, who knows what past cat was thinking. And then I looked at this bottom section, which this was what I was thinking of earlier. And I was like, it's kind of unbalanced. I feel like I should just create another scene here, because I was trying to figure out how I was going to cover up like those bottom column lines. And then, because I was like, oh, maybe I could just use the box to cover them or whatever. But then I decided, you know what? Let's just pull in some more deco. Just take up all of the space, because this is the week that you really don't want to dwell on too long. Why is it that the night spreads this year have have a negative association with them? If you remember my Starlight Paper Studio Dreamy spread, which was also kind of a night scene spread, that week wasn't that great. This week wasn't, like, the week itself wasn't that great. Is it a curse? Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Like, tangents galore today. So I pulled in the this window scene from, I believe this one's from either the deco kit or the deco boxes page. Just used some of the string lights to kind of frame it out. This page is still sticky from when that transparent matte paper fell on that floral washi trim. The page is still sticky. Those pages stick together, which is a testament to how sticky this paper is. And then I use the quote here that says, "Where the night sky is our ceiling," to just use a quote. And up there, which I didn't read, it says, "Don't count your candles, just enjoy the glow." And that the two quotes besides that one at the bottom did come from Paper Trail Plans, just two different kits. I need to get more like foiled quotes because I'm really enjoying pulling them in um, mental note to do that. So on, what is this, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday was a paperwork day, and then Bub went to bed early that night. I think he goes to bed early compared to a lot of kids. I had a couple coworkers saying, yeah, like my kid stayed up till like 9 o'clock. And I was like, what? Your kid stays up till 9 o'clock? How do you get anything done? how do you have a night? I get annoyed when Bub goes to bed at like 8:30, which he goes to bed at 8:30 now, right? Yes, 8:30. Um ish, it's all around that time. And I get annoyed when he goes to bed past 8:30. Like, how do you do like a 9, 10, 11 o'clock bedtime? I don't know. Parenthood, it's quite a dream. Like, the revenge bedtime procrastination is very strong. Yeah. So that was Thursday. On Friday, I did some sticker shopping. What shopping did I do? I don't know. I did some sticker shopping that day. And then we had Dr. Coffee. And again, like I said, I've been trying to why do I keep saying trying? I wanted to pull more of the, decorative elements in, and just let those stickers, just play around with them. And so this is to mark Dr. Coffee. I've seen people kind of turn their boxes, not, yeah, vertically, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I would have never thought to do that, but that's not like the first thing I think to do. And to use like these kind of label boxes has a like backdrop, and I was like, oh, that's, again, I would have never thought to do that. So why not do it? Especially if I want to just take up more space, right? And then on Saturday was my husband's birthday. So I just created a little area to say happy birthday. We went to Longwood Gardens because that's our absolute favorite place in the world. If I could get married at Longwood Gardens, I would have, but I can't. Um, soon you can. I've already talked about this. Sorry, this is a whole other thing. Um, and so those florals are to kind of allude to the Longwood Gardens journey. And then I guess I will say it very briefly. Is we had a great morning. We had a great lunch, but on the way home, um, we got involved in a car accident. Thus, if you remember, around this time, there was a week where I wasn't posting or on the socials. Well, not full week, but for some time after the 24th, I wasn't around. Just because I didn't really want to talk to anybody. Again, not that anyone was going to bother me or whatever. I just needed to be by myself for a little while. I just needed to not interact with people. Um, Everyone is okay. Everyone's fine. Um, yeah, so that happened. And then Sunday, what did I do Sunday? Where is it? Sunday was a rest day. We just took it easy. Just, stayed home, checked in on each other, made sure that Bub was okay. But we did take him to the park because he loves the park. He loves. We have two parks. Well, actually, no, we have three parks. One's under construction right now. But he goes to each park has a different thing that he likes about them. One is the slide, and one has like this bridge that he likes to run back and forth across. But we did go to the park that day and just rested. So let me move away from the downer that is the end of this week, because we're at the end of the spread. I love this kit. This is a very special kit. I'd had it slotted for this like way back in the beginning, and like regardless of what week this is attached to, I absolutely love this spread. I love how it turned out. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous spread. It's gorgeous stickers. If you still need a summer spread, or a celebration spread, like run to the shop and get it, because it's stunning. It's There's no words. Um and let's, aside from the little downer that was the end of the week, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, let me I be real around here, right? I hope you enjoyed this video though, and listening to me ramble about who knows what. um and if you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to my little channel. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.